But speaking of games, another game that came out, we have had enough time to kind of settle into this, right? Elden Ring, right? I know, like, Dwayne, you were playing it. I know you streamed it. And then Charlie, obviously, because we were playing it last week and we're going to be playing it this week. Well, you know, actually, let me know about you for Charlie.
I want to come in your world too, Dwayne.
Okay.
Yeah, to see. But it was fun. I actually really love the game. It's definitely a lot of fun to like roll through. There are cons, right, to especially like the multiplayer aspect that we kind of came across these difficulties. Like, you can't use your horse if you're using the multiplayer, and you can't like if you can't use the grace. Like, you can activate it as the host world, but other people can't use the grace. You can't use the grace.
I get why they do it, because people will exploit that. Like, for example, you have like a friend who's hella high level and he just travel your ass all the way up to get some good gear and grace you there. I mean, shit like that happen. But only thing I wish they would let happen is, like, let's say if you're playing and you're the host and you get the grace, if something happened, then you should still be able to bring us back to that grace. But when we go into our own world, then that grace is not active, since technically I didn't activate it.
Also
Other
true.
than that, because that would take away.
I do wish that what you did together mattered in each other's worlds. I do wish that for sure. Because if we all worked together and fought the boss, right? And the bosses come back, but especially that grace thing, because the difficulty is, like, let's say, like, when we went to the Southern Hill, right? Or Southern Vale, or whatever it was called. And I got the grace there, but the last grace that Ego got was back at Church of Ella. So then he has to go back to there, and I have to go back there.
It's such an annoyance. Like, oh,
yeah.
Now I gotta go way back. Other than that, like, because even MMOs don't even do that with the little items and stuff. Like, you can max people out, shit, but it don't mean you're gonna be good. But that's my only downfall on that game.
Yeah. Dwayne, what are your thoughts about Elden Ring?
I was talking about this. I think I don't know if I tweeted about it or whatever, but I definitely think they need more hairstyles, especially for people of color.
We were talking about that.
They had none, bro, like none at all. I'm like,
they need
none. I was like, usually
no cornrows. Usually I have like dreadlocks, but I ain't no dreadlocks, no cornrows. Afro? Do we have Afro on there? No Afro.
There's like a mini texturized.
Right.
There's a mini texturized hairstyle.
And so when games like for Horizon Forbidden West have people of color, specifically Black people, like the way they did them in that game was beautiful. You saw their hair was great. Yeah. I'm like, and I just want video games and stuff like that to be more diverse as far as and have options. There's nothing wrong with options. I think options is great. You can make a character whatever you want to look like. You know what I'm saying?
You can make a character look like you.
Yeah, like the character look like you. That representation is important for everybody. So that's the only thing that I had a gripe with it. Other than that, I was dying. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was dying. I don't know. I am a noob when it comes to it. I think this is my first Dark Souls type, game. So I was riding around dying. There was this dude, this golden horse.
You went straight up to him, bro.
Bruh.
He's the first thing you see when you walk down.
I was just watching. He went right up to him.
Like, he just chilling, and then all of a sudden you walk up to him. He said, and has that big ass accent, swings. It's like, yo, what? I think
he's a rude awakening.
Right.
I didn't even approach him at first. I was sitting there looking at my menu or something, and then he starts coming my way, and I was like, "What does this mean? What does this mean?" And then he started attacking. I was like, "Oh, okay, all right."
Yeah.
Guess you're bad.
Guess you are bad. Like, what the hell with the but other than that, you guys can teach me. I'm definitely a noob when it comes to. I think the only Dark Souls I played was Sekiro, and I stopped playing that after a while too. Like after the first, I was like, "Oh man, this is difficult, bro."
That's funny. It's a tough game, but it's a lot of fun. But in the news part of Elden Ring, right? Apparently, Elden Ring players are selling runes on eBay, right? And this is an interesting story. Mind you, I first want to preface that if you do this, anybody doing this will face bans from the game. So be mindful, because if you work hard in that game and fight those bosses and win only to cheat and get banned, you stupid, okay? But apparently people are selling runes on eBay, and they're kind of doing it like Animal Crossing. You remember how you could buy
Stomp?
Right, like the what's it called? What were those? The turnips. How
Turnip,
people were
turnip.
going to people's worlds and doing it that way. I'm not going to give too many details because I don't want to be like giving
If they play
information.
MMOs, they already know people have been doing this shit since a while.
Wow.
This has been a thing.
That's crazy. So when I saw it, I was like, okay, go on eBay, because I guess they're selling it for different prices and stuff like that. But I just thought that was weird. Like, hey, I'm gonna go to eBay and buy runes and go to somebody's world.
Cause it helps you for real. Because when you really get like, I got really into this one. It was 2 that made me actually go online and buy like illegal shit. And I only got banned on 1. It was the one everybody was playing, Maple Story. That was my shit. It was one called, I think, Eternal. It was Aeon, or I forgot. It was MMO. But the only one I ever got banned from was that one. And I was like, damn, because it wasn't stupid, because I get it cheaper from this person. Like, all right, he only charged me this amount, way more than what the actual game about to charge me for less. It was like, I go to you, then I can buy my shit.
But I would like to formally, for the PartyChat podcast, we are not recommending that you do this.
Yeah, not at all.
We're just sharing the information because I thought this was a pretty unique thing, you know. But don't do it, kids and adults. Nobody.